Good morning. It's Sunday, January 26th. And this morning I'm going to make a point of showing you how narrow Donald Trump's thinking process is. He is incapable of thinking things through before he takes action. And this episode that I'm about to talk about is an illustration of a process that had to be thoroughly thought through before it was executed. And this process I'm talking about is the deportation of immigrants from this country to other locations. And it also indicates the actions that the rest of the world is thinking about how the United States is performing its duties right now. To them, it was a pure indication of little planning and not understanding what the rules of the game are. So I never knew that when you fly, you need the permission of countries to go over their airspace. And so obviously Donald Trump didn't know that either, because his deportation flights were rerouted because many of the countries that he had to pass over would not allow those planes to fly through their airspace. That shows you how poorly this gentleman who won the election is thinking about the jobs that have to get done. He's assuming that anything he wants to do can be done without the permission of others and without thinking through the consequences of his actions. So this is what we have. For years, Mexico has allowed the United States deportation flights to cross over its airspace when flying undocumented immigrants back to their home countries without incident. But that's no longer the case, according to a new report. On Friday, NBC found that Mexico refused a U.S. military plane access to its airspace when flying immigrants to Guatemala. And as an American Immigration Council senior fellow noted, another Central American country appears to have also not allowed the United States to fly over its airspace, given the flight unusually circuitous route. And that's because Mexico wouldn't let it fly over the space. It had to go in a different direction. The deportation flight had to go all the way around the Yucatan first. Then it went through Costa Rica, suggesting that the Honduras probably also denied permission. And it was also observed that countries declining to accommodate the U.S. by granting it access to its airspace could be a result of them perceiving the use of military C-130 planes as an insult to their national security. So Trump has screwed up this entire thing because he doesn't think anything through. through. You know, this is a unique situation. And it never occurred to me, and it probably didn't occur to Donald Trump either, that you need permission when you are deporting people from your country. So the country deporting the migrant and the countries accepting them need to coordinate the trip. And countries refusing to cooperate with Trump could throw a wrench into his gears of his mass deportation plan. And I am willing to bet you that all of these countries, these Central American countries, are dead set against Donald's deportation plan. And he, being the strong-willed, unthinking man, has stepped into a pile of shit, because not only is he embarrassed, but our entire country should be embarrassed by this failure, this action that he has taken, so blatantly useless action of deporting people who have been in this country for years and years and done nothing wrong. But he has put this thing at the top of his work schedule, so to speak. Getting rid of the illegal immigrants in this country has become his number one action, because many in this country believe that they should be out. And those are the people who vote for him. And so he has screwed up the first step. And what is he going to go to do now? How is he going to get rid of all these illegal immigrants if the countries all around us refuse to let them fly? It's something that he never dreamed of, he never thought of, and he probably never talked to anybody with any knowledge of transporting humans anyplace. So that's what we're stuck with. A leader who knows very little, and a leader who seeks very little advice. And if you look at his cabinet choices and everything, you can see that he's a one-man show, and we are in for a difficult performance over the next 4 years. So I leave you with this screw-up this morning. Have a great day. Bye.